Okay, so I was thinking during a little workout I just did for my back therapy that I need to do a video of something I learned in counseling here in the last few weeks. And that is that you don't need to worry about changing people. So, in this episode of how to deal with your stress, your depression, and your mental struggles, your PTSD, working towards PTG, let's talk about that. If you're worried about trying to change others versus focusing on changing yourself, you have needless energy being spent on going out and putting your energy into somebody else. And you might think, well, I need to help them because they're my spouse or they're my best friend. And I want them to understand where I'm coming from. So I've got to help them see my perspective. And I would say that there's reasoning behind that makes complete sense. But once you tell them your perspective and try to explain, if they don't understand it, you can't try to change them in order to make them understand. I mean, repeating your point or trying different avenues to get them to see your point, or maybe they have a struggle on their own and you're trying to help them with the struggle. Regardless, if you put too much energy into somebody else, when you really need to be focusing on yourself, especially at this point where you've got some mental struggle going on, it's energy that just needs to be put back into yourself. So he had a comment or an analogy that he used where he says, you can't push rope. And at that point, when he said that, it was like the aha moment, like, oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Because think about it, you put a piece of rope on the ground in a straight line and then you try to push it, it doesn't work. If you tie something to the other end and the rope moves itself, because something else being pulled on it. And you can try to pull people into you, but you can't push them to make them think how you want to think. So focus on yourself, focus on improving all the areas of your life that needs to be improved. And you can either be the positive or negative influence on the people around you. That's your choice. But if you try to push them too hard, you're going to become the negative influence. And something that I've said before that I learned was that unwanted advice is seen as criticism. So you start criticizing people, or they see it as criticism. You don't mean for it to be criticism, but it comes across as criticism. Next thing you know, they put up a wall, maybe build resentment, and you didn't help anybody. So energy is wasted, and you could have been putting that energy into developing a better sense of self. So, okay, that's all I'm going to say. Hope you have a great day. Hope your life is better every day, and that when you have days where you're feeling down, that you realize that you can get right back up. So there's going to be a tomorrow all the way until there's not, and at that point it really didn't matter anyway. So just keep moving forward, keep doing the best you can, and God bless.